Alright guys, so we had a tenant move out and I'm super nervous about checking it out because I'm not sure about the condition that it was in. They moved in rather quickly and now they've moved out within the quarter. We typically do quarterly inspections, so I have no clue what this apartment is going to look like. Wish me luck. Oh my God. Actually looks amazing. I mean, they did a great job taking care of this apartment, which we totally expect to happen because we try to provide an apartment that they're gonna love as well as they're gonna take care of. So I'm happy that it actually looks pretty good. Just from initially looking at it, it looks like we have a few holes to fill that are just nail holes from hanging pictures, but that's light work, baby. We can do that for sure. And a battery to replace in a smoke detector, but I think it's awesome. So once we're able to take over the apartment, at that point, the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk around the entire apartment and check to see if they left anything behind. I absolutely love to be able to give my tenants a call and say, hey, look, you left this behind. I know you probably want it, so I'm gonna bring it back to you. It's just a courtesy deal. People forget things all the time. The next thing I do is I open up all of the cabinets because I want to make sure that they didn't leave anything inside of the cabinets. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. We're going to go ahead and walk around, gather up anything that they may have left behind, and then we're going to open up all the cabinets and the refrigerator and make sure everything is free and clear and ready to get started. If you're going to have a refrigerator that's sitting for a really long time, without having anything in it, go ahead and turn off the ice maker water line as well as leave it open and unplugged. This will ensure that the ice box won't burn out as well as it'll keep the smell out by leaving the doors open while it's vacant. Always remember to cover the drain line to the washer and dryer because gases come back up through the drain line and it's going to make the apartment or home smell horrible. So be sure to cover it or plug it upon move out because it could really bring a smell that you don't want to have in your apartment or home. One of the biggest factors is a lot of times people mount the satellite dish to the rails, and upon them taking it off, it can sometimes loosen these rails, which could be a safety issue. So make sure upon move out and move in, if you have a back patio that's upstairs, just make sure you check the railing and make sure everything is tight. One thing that I actually love to make a practice of is go ahead and run all of your appliances. So if you have a dishwasher or a disposal, go ahead and run those items in a full cycle to make sure that they're working properly. The next thing I like to do is turn on all the water faucets inside of the apartment. This allows you to find out if you have a clogged drain or something that's stopped up. So if it starts to back up at that point, you know you have something clogged up that you can go ahead and take care of at that point. Also, to add to that note, flush all the toilets as well, just in case there's a clog. Alright guys, so here's a quick tip. I always like to come in and change the air filters every 3 months. And I go as far to change those air filters every time I have a move out or a move in. The thing is that a dirty air filter restricts the airflow through your air conditioning system, and it makes your air conditioner work so much harder. A $2 air filter could save you big mechanical bills down the line and in the future. So it's always worth it to go ahead and change them out every 3 months, as well as when a tenant moves out, go ahead and change it out. So let's go ahead and do that now. So one very important tool is your unit inspection list. It's going to help you at move in and move out. So whenever a tenant moves in, they're able to jot down everything that's wrong with the apartment from the eye's view right away. You're going to take that unit inspection list and hold it for the entire duration of their lease. Upon move out, you bring it back, and that way you can compare the current issues with the issues that were there whenever they moved in. So after analyzing this apartment, basically, we have a few things that we have to get done before we can get it to the next tenant. Number one, I'm going to take all of the items that I found in the apartment and compare it to the move-in checklist. Because if it was here before they moved in, then we can't charge them for that. But it looks like to me, basically everything in this apartment looks great. We just have quite a few holes in the wall from nails or pictures being hung. In most cases, it doesn't bother me because that's an easy fix. But if it gets a bit excessive, then there may be a small fee attached to that. So the great thing here is that everything in here I can handle. I can get all of this done with no problem. But the one thing that I cannot do is pest control. With that being said, we didn't see any pests here in the apartment. But in order to keep them away, this is called preventative maintenance. So I'm going to give them a call. They're going to go ahead and spray. Not because we have to get rid of them, but because we want to keep them away. I always try to be preventative on everything that we do in real estate, because that way you don't start a problem, you don't have to end the problem. Alright guys, so I have shown you the apartment, I've shown you the damages done, or the lack thereof, which is a great thing, but it is time for me to get to work. I've got to call pest control, I have to call our cleaning ladies, as well as I have to start patching up some walls. Like I said, I am totally happy. I'm glad that they loved their apartment during their stay here, and I am ready to get the next tenant in who's going to move in quite soon. So, with that said, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Please remember, create value on a daily basis. Noble Investor out.